ER guest. My heart's pounding in my chest.
We've got Dr. Peter Benton.
And Mark Green, who's such a pest. Hathaway
And Boulay will be here for the soiree. If the fun starts to infect ya, then we might have to inject ya. Oh! Dr. Carter is a rookie.
Mary Weaver's one-top cookie. I think that I'm in cardiac arrest. Where?
No need to pull red stars. We got Dr. Douglas Ross.
ER guest, ER guest, ER guest. I'm so hot, I'm verklempt.
Then I'll have to take your tent.
Stick that where? Don't you dare. All the stations will preempt. The ER's always full.
At Chicago General, where the jokes are always deadpan.
So excited.
Need a pen pal?
Yeah, I do actually. Thank you. It's the show you must see with the fresh
The fun is so intense, you'll need bed rest. We've done this song and dance.
I hear the ambulance.
ER guest.
They're the best.
ER
Calling Dr. Ross. The doctors, my staff, get the hell out of here. Take that. Get out. Thank you. Sit. Relax. Sit. 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 Hi. You see, I'm glad we have the entire cast of ER here because my voice is totally blown out. I had to hit that high number. I was in shock. And you know, at rehearsal today, you know that little yoo-hoo thing? I actually thought there was yoo-hoo in there. So at rehearsal, I said, with the yoo-hoo, Ivy, and I sucked pure paint. All in my... I needed the ER cast to do something to save me, but I survived, and I'm here, and I'm ready for all my ER people. Love it. What a show. Where are you, Maureen? Hi, Maura. How are you?
Hey, I'm great, Rosie. How are you?
I'm really good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I drove all night long to come here.
Oh, my goodness. From
Through
where?
rain, snow, and fog.
Really? Where do you live?
I live up in Visalia, California, gateway to Sequoias. Come up and see our giant redwoods.
All righty. Do you work for the tourism board there?
No, I'm a registered nurse, and my favorite show besides yours is ER.
Oh, well, aren't you in luck? Who's your favorite... There it is. Who's your favorite character on that show?
I like Anthony Edwards.
You like Anthony Edwards?
But I like everybody.
I enjoy him. He's a wonderful actor. However, his character has become very mean. He is now mean,
Maybe he
mean
needs an
Dr.
enema.
Green. What?
Maybe he needs an enema. Clean him out.
Well, all right, Maureen, on the commercial break, perhaps you can offer him one.
I'll be... Oh, yeah! I'm good
take it
at it, too.
They've been in a lot of shows, but I don't think anyone's ever offered a free enema during the commercial. Well, you all are great, and you're in for such a treat. We're not even going to do any little opening chuffa today because we've got so many people here from the cast, I figured, why waste time? What? I'm giving you the whole hour with ER and you're not appreciative? Listen, when they get out here, you won't know that you missed a thing, all right? We'll shoot some koosh balls during the commercials, don't you worry. Don't go away, the whole cast of ER right after this break. We'll be right back. Get ready, ER. You know the show, you love it, you watch it. So do I. Little recap for you people at home. Meet Carol Hathaway. Very happy, first year of the show. Boy, she's gonna be a good cast member. Her boyfriend, Doug Ross. Also a nice guy. Guess what? Carol tries to kill herself, sadly, because Doug is sort of slimy and she's really upset about it. He's really upset she's almost dead because he really loves her. She says, tough luck. I'm marrying Tag, the doctor who I'm not really in love with. Oh my God, I didn't marry him, but I danced at my wedding anyway. Oh my gosh, Mark, look at her dancing over there. I think I love her again. Obviously, she did, because here they are making out. But then she kissed the other guy who's the really cutie patootie paramedic. Here's the proof, them making out. Doug, oh my God, how could you do that to me? Sure, I slept with everybody in the ER, but so what? You're supposed to be the woman and you're supposed to wait for me. She says, oh, you're so selfish. I only asked you for one thing in my whole life and you don't even give it to me. Why don't you just wait for me until I'm ready? And he says, okay, I love you, I'll wait. Meet Mark Green, year one, nice guy, head of the ER, doctor, everyone loves him, adorable. Meet his mean ex-wife who left him for all the wrong reasons. Sure, he was working hard, didn't have time to see her and the kid, but so what? He was a good doctor. Don't feel so bad. He fell in love with a woman named Lewis. Sadly, she left him at the train stop and then left the show. He proceeded to go crazy. He got beat up in the ER, then purchased a weapon. After that, he became psychotic. Old women in the hospital with their husband very sickly. What did he do? Your husband is gonna die! To prove he's gone crazy, he is now sleeping with this very trampy, not qualified receptionist. Now you're all caught up. Please welcome Anthony Edwards, Juliana Margulies, and George Clooney.
Very good.
They seem to enjoy the program a little bit. They seem to. People watch it. First hint that it was this much of a hit. What was the first big hint?
Actually, it was funny. We were talking about it the other day. We'd done about 3 or 4 episodes, and it come on the air, and people were, obviously the ratings were going up and up. And the president of the studio came in and gave out champagne, and he went, not since Charlie's Angels has a show. And we're like, oh, okay, that's, thanks. That's great.
So, that's when you know you've made it big, when they compare your show to Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
For me, they said, not since the courtship of Eddie's father. Now, Juliana, you were only supposed to be on the first episode. You were supposed to...
Just the pilot. Yeah, I died. Well, I was supposed to die in the pilot.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know this till I read my notes. That makes me very sad.
Yeah, well, I was hired as a guest star to come and give him ammunition to get his character going. And
yeah, that was my...
He looked at me so lovingly when I was dead, they decided to bring me back. He helped.
Think about the other girl that was supposed to be a regular who didn't make the cut. That's got to be a tough one.
Oh. Yeah. Who was that girl?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I thought you were going to say Meryl Streep.
Exactly.
And actually,
she's gone nowhere.
I was on my way back to New York, and I was offered another pilot, and there was a little message on my machine from George saying, you know, I think they might keep you alive. You should stay and don't take whatever you're about to take. And I just thought, I'll risk it, and I didn't.
And you didn't.
And
I
I
bet you're
waited.
glad.
Yeah,
You
thanks
big
to
Emmy
him.
Award winner, you.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, now, the show's very, very popular. And people, obviously, like me, a little obsessed with it. Do they get you about your character, especially you, now that you're horribly mean and brutal?
Well, not unlike Maureen, who wants to give me an enema. People yeah, no, people, they'll actually say, what is wrong with you? Get it together. You're mean. Rosie's right.
Yeah, well...
My own
nice.
father, the week that I kissed I only kissed the other paramedic,
She
whatever.
kissed another guy.
Like you didn't deserve it. You.
Have I been a good guy? I've been a good guy.
Excuse me. People, are you
Wrong.
forgetting when he slept with Carter's girlfriend? Are you forgetting that?
Old history. I've been a good guy.
No, you.
Well, anyway, my own dad
Yeah.
left a message on my machine after that saying, Juliana, you don't treat people like that.
There you go.
Well, we were all so happy when he finally proposed, but I, for one, am glad that you're keeping him hanging.
You gotta
I like
keep
to see
going.
him sweat. You
Yeah.
know that?
That's fine.
My wife actually, after an episode, she's such a fan of the show, she wouldn't let me back in after I killed the mother. Remember when Green killed the mother by accident?
Yeah.
She was like, you killed her, you're not coming in this house. And I had to wait till like 11:15 to come into the house till the show was over.
See? But she's your wife. She should understand your acting.
No, because like everybody, they take the show very seriously. These
true.
characters are...
I'm just so
have
happy you
trouble.
stopped killing the babies. Remember you
Yeah.
had like a few weeks there where there was a baby dying every week.
Ugh.
And
Well,
then
they lived a
Benton.
good life.
Benton, he killed a couple babies on that show.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So, you know, George, ever since I've been here on the lot,
Uh-huh.
there's Clooney sightings. You aware of this?
No. Are there?
Okay, the women in the commissary,
Right.
the people who work on other shows, everyone's like, see Clooney? See Clooney? Clooney's playing basketball. Clooney's in the commissary. Clooney's walking on the lot. Clooney's by his trip.
It wasn't really me.
It wasn't you?
Nope.
Who was it?
Well, I got a guy that stands in and runs around like that.
Must be mildly overwhelming, you know.
No, it's fine. I just sit in the trailer and eat Cheetos. It's great. Perfect.
How's your big pig?
Fat.
Yeah?
Big and fat. I was away for a while, and one of my friends was taking care of it, and they just don't know how to feed it. So I came home, and it's baby Huey now.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They just,
What-
"Hey, give it food. What the hell?
Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do to a pig? Just anything?
Well, yeah, but they'll eat till they die. You know, pigs will. Kind of like I was for a while. And so you have to be careful. You know, you have to be careful what you feed them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the basic pig dinner?
A basic pig?
Yeah, give me that.
There's so many
Grain?
jokes, I just have to... you give them some fruits, and then you have baby pig chow that you give them.
Oh,
Even though
really?
they're not babies. You give them pig chow.
Really? You get that at the pet warehouse?
You can get it at almost any pet store.
Hard to believe they actually make, you know, generic brand pig food. Like there are enough people with pigs to support a pig food company. Now, on the live show, I heard you guys did a lot of IV bowling. Is this true? Will you get on the bowling? You get on the...
Oh, well, we do some IV stand bowling every once in a while. Tony and I get on IV stands.
We have that long main corridor.
Yeah, and then you just push them.
And
they
like
just
Juliana
go.
will take one, and then, you know, like Gloria or someone will take the other, and then they'll just, we're sitting up on top of the IV poles, and they'll just
You just
bowl us
run
down
and
the high.
let them go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Whoever-
a lot
You
of
just
fun.
watch what wall they bump into,
Yeah,
and
just
it's
see
so
how
much
many-
fun.
A lot of sharp objects there. Isn't that dangerous there in the ER?
Yeah, but
That's
we're
the
surrounded
risk.
by emergency room
We're in the right
physicians
place.
and nurses, so
So you're prepared,
we're
God
fine.
forbid.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's the
Anything
best
should
show to
happen.
get sick on. If you're ever sick, be on our
It's
show.
great.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause you
Well,
have a
I feel a
doctor
little
right
safer
there.
here on the lot, just knowing you're right around the corner.
I feel safer knowing we can get an enema anytime we want.
You did, actually. And at the commercial, we'll have Maureen come up and explain the benefits of the enemas to all of us.
Perfect.
Won't that be fun?
Lovely.
Yeah, don't go away. We'll be right back with Noah and Eric right after this.
Well, before it was a George Clooney haircut, it was a Caesar. But, I mean, George revolutionized it, and all of a sudden, my wife is combing my hair over my eyebrows, and I'm going bald anyways. It doesn't really work, does it? I don't know. Thanks, George.
What's he talking about?
All right. Who's coming out next? Let me just familiarize you guys with the storyline. Meet Dr. Benton, prominent surgeon over at the ER. Look, here he is arrogantly operating on a baby who has a liver problem when Glenn Headley clearly told him, do not operate on that baby. What are you, crazy? I told you not to scratch the liver. If that baby dies, you're in big trouble. Luckily, the baby lived. However, this guy, Gant, did not. Why? Benton practically pushed him in front of a subway by being so rude and mean and cruel to him. He basically told the kid, jump, you have no life, you'll never be a doctor. Why? Because he's mean. Harry is feeling upset. Oh my God, I almost killed so many people on this show. Here comes my girlfriend, Carlin. She's having a baby. Maybe I'll become a nice, happy guy. Uh-oh, Carlin's gone. She's on Ally McBeal. And Dr. Benton is very sad and lonely. Will he be a single father? Will she take the baby with him? Tune in and see. And meet Pretty much. The cutest intern in the free world. Here he is meeting Benton, who's gonna torture him for the next 4 years of his life. Look at this cutie patootie girlfriend he has. He's thinking, oh God, things are really good. Then she decides to go sleep with Doug. Noah falls in love with Glenn Headley, who sadly has to leave the show too because she's very pregnant. Then he falls in love with the new chick, and I think things are okay, but you never know. Doug may sleep with her too. Please welcome Noah Wiley and Eric LaSalle.
We're fine.
Very well, thank you very
Good
much.
to see you both.
Nice to see you.
Now, first time you guys met, how did it go?
First time on the pilot when we met?
On the pilot when you met.
I introduced myself to you. I
Yes.
walked over. I'd known Eric from his work before, and I was nervous, and I went over and I introduced myself. I said, hello, my name is Noah Wiley. I'm very excited to be working with you. LaSalle, that's a very interesting name. Is that French? And you said?
No, it's a slave name.
Just breaking the ice right there, Eric, aren't you? But you ended up getting along and having a vacation together, didn't you?
Yeah, oddly enough, we'd finished shooting the pilot, and we had a period of time before the show was going to start up again, and Eric invited me to go to Europe. And I said, George, Eric invited me to go to Europe. What do you think I should do? And he goes, that's stupid. That's crazy. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to go away. You're going to come back hating each other. You're going to have to work together for the next 5 years. I said, you want to go? He goes, absolutely. So the three of us all went to Europe together. We went to Spain and England and had a great time.
Bonded and came back and
George met up with us. We started off in the first leg of the journey ourselves.
Yeah, where'd you start off?
Madrid.
Madrid, yeah.
Little nervous, not really knowing each other?
Booked one hotel room, one bed. We had to,
Well, that's a scoop for this show.
And then did you, Noah, is that when you got your slave name?
That's what I give him a rim shot for that.
Looks like we'll be doing a little editing after all. But, now, do you feel awkward because you're often up for the same award? Is that ever weird?
It hasn't really been a problem since neither one of us have ever won anything.
Exactly.
But we sort of have this deal where the other one has to give an absolutely glowing acceptance speech about the other one.
Yeah, and that's the deal.
That's
the deal.
That should work.
Unfortunately, we never, we
Yeah,
practice it, but we never get to do it.
Right. Well, what's going to happen with you now that Carla's on Ally McBeal, which really upsets me every time I watch Ally McBeal. I'm like, what is Carla doing there, and where is Benton's baby?
Actually, she's coming back next week, so she's gonna, you know, the people at Ally McBeal are being very supportive of her doing both.
Right.
So she's actually gonna pop back here periodically. I don't know how much, but she's.
And what's going to happen? She going to be with that cute guy in the car that made you so wicked jealous?
Did you feel for me?
I didn't feel at all
No,
for you,
why not?
no. Because you practically
Hold on, did you
killed
feel
the
for
baby.
me? Did you feel for me? Did you feel for me? All right, all right,
Tell the
all right,
truth,
all right, all right. Hey.
You were never nice to her, and you wouldn't let her go to daycare. What do you
I
expect
was
her to
nice.
do?
I gave her a baby. I was nice to her.
I gave her a baby. Now, I hope that they let the baby stay with you if she does go off to do that other show.
Well, the baby
I
is
hope so,
actually
too.
the baby is in the hospital at the daycare, so you'll actually be you'll see even in the next episode you'll see me doing the single father thing.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Now, are you still doing directing stuff? I know that you directed a movie with Michael that was in it too.
Yes.
Yeah? You gonna do more of that when
Yeah.
your time
Yeah.
off?
I literally just finished writing the script today, so we're going to send it out and try to get it done for the hiatus.
Good for you. You guys are all working too much. You ever hear of just hanging back and eating a ring ding and pretty much doing nothing like
Look
me?
who's talking.
Hey,
Yeah.
my summer, I am off. I don't do anything.
Sure.
13 weeks. You know what I did? I went on my boat every day. I got a boat.
Really?
It's not a big boat, but it's a, it's a fun boat. I go in the Hudson River.
It's a pretty spot. Good.
It's like a paradise. Really.
That's called the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not your boat. That's not yours.
That's not mine?
No.
All those other people?
No,
Yeah.
Not family members?
That's not yours.
Damn, I knew something was wrong. All right, we got more cast members. My voice, I swear it's going to come back sometime soon. Don't go away because Laura and Gloria are up right after this. We'll be right back.
What astounds me about the acting on ER is the way the characters are maintained throughout the season. Juliana Margulies, she's blonder than Barbie. Nobody knows that. George Clooney, Tony Edwards, the way they're unshaven, unkempt on the show. In real life, they are meticulously well-groomed. George is constantly asking me to go to this bathhouse he spends all his time in. But Noah Wiley is the guy that just kills me. He is actually 10 years older than I am. That is acting.
Alrighty. Who's up next? Well, let me just tell you. Meet Jeannie Boulay, physician's assistant par excellence. Meet Carrie, not Carrie, as I've been calling her for the last year and a half, Weaver, who is walking around with a crutch for no apparent reason. No one's told us why. We have to guess what happened to her, and it's kind of a little frustrating for the home viewer. Al and Jeannie in bed. Sadly, Al's HIV positive. Sadly, so is Jeannie. She has to go tell Benton who she slept with. Better get yourself checked. Benton did. He's okay. Carrie sleeping with this very strange, weird guy because he wants to get the whole insurance thing at the ER, which was really very creepy, and I did not enjoy that plot line, and I'm very glad he's off the show. Carrie fires Jeannie because she's HIV positive, although she didn't really say that. She said because they were cutting back. However, Dr. Anspach, his baby got really sick, and he said, I only want Jeannie Boulay to treat him, so who knows? They may be reconciled sometime in the next 2 weeks. Please welcome Laura Innes and Gloria Rubin. Innes. I thought your name was Carrie.
You did? Like Harry? Like the
C-A-R-R-I-A. Carrie Weaver.
Like the movie.
Yeah, but it's not. It's Carrie. That totally... In fact, I had an argument with our producer. They wrote, Carrie Weaver. I'm like, you idiot, it's Carrie Weaver. They're like, no, it's Carrie Weaver. I'm like, I watched the show. It's Carrie Weaver. But it's not. It's Carrie Weaver.
It's Carrie. K-E-R-R-Y.
All right, there you have it. You guys, are you ever going to make up? I enjoyed when you were friends.
You did?
I enjoyed you two in the ER bonding and helping each other. And
well,
now...
there's going to be a much closer relationship between Dr. Weaver and Jeannie Boulay in the next...
We're getting all kinds of scoops on this show. Oh, no. But you guys, you're going to get to be friends again because I can't take it.
Yeah, well,
yeah. We kind of get to be friends again. Yeah, kind of.
I don't know. It just, you know, Jeannie tries to help her out when a big accident happens in the ER, and Weaver kind of falls sick for a little bit, and so Jeannie is here to save the day.
And you do? And you save her even though she was mean and horrible and fired you?
No, wait a minute. That is like so unfair because my sister-in-law at Christmas time, she was saying, you know, I'm so upset because everyone says you were mean to Jeannie Boulay, but you were the only one who stood up for her. And my sister-in-law was almost crying at the dinner table at Christmas time, defending me. So, you know.
When did you stand up for Jeannie Boulay?
Last year with the HIV thing.
You know, you didn't stand up. You just kept it a secret.
La, 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 la.
She's when he was psychotic. Yeah, but I didn't blame him after he got beat up. He lost his mind. That wasn't his fault. But it was you who turned on her for that weird guy who was probably in a Bond movie as the villain, wasn't he? Wasn't that guy? Wasn't he a villain?
Highlander.
That's it, yeah. Oh, okay, that's where it was. Because I always watch him and go, he's bad. He's bad news. I knew.
He's such a nice guy.
Well, I'm sure in real life, but I'm just talking about on the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. So now give us the skinny. What's up with the crutch? What do you have? We don't even know.
You know, it's something that hasn't been talked about on the show. Yeah. And in my mind, I worked with a woman and worked on a very particular thing. But I think in terms of the whole world of the show, it's nice for us not to have it be made a big deal of. Yeah. But at some point it'll come out, and hopefully it'll come out in a very simple way.
But she gets vicious with it sometimes. I mean, when she's really, I mean, the other day when we were doing the scene, she's like, she throws the crutch down. I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Completely hit me on my head.
Well, it's a flask too. A lot of people don't know that.
That's right.
Laura and I were laughing the other day because sometimes Laura came on to do a couple episodes, or 6 episodes, and then became a regular because she's so wonderful. But you think as an actor, you think, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to do this show thing on ER, so I'll have a crutch. And like, she didn't know she was going to have to do it for 5 years.
Right. Well, the first time you came and did the show in New York, I was like, oh my God, she doesn't have a limp. I thought that you were an actress who had had that, and I was very amazed. You're very good at that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
And I mean, I really do think that it's a great thing that she's shown on the show as being someone incredibly capable, and it's never made a big deal of, and that's important to me.
That's true. You were, in fact, I would say that you were pretty much fully capable until that evil swarmy guy tried to get you in bed and steal the ER insurance thing. Then you sort of went a little crazy.
I kind of got a little weak-kneed over him.
You did?
Well, you know,
I did.
good
We all
loving
make
will kind of make
mistakes.
people a little crazy.
And is Al coming back for you? Is he in Atlanta forever?
No, I don't think, well, nobody really knows for sure, but we all love Michael Beach, and he's fantastic.
He's a great actor.
So,
Now,
yeah,
how
he'll
about
be
the
back.
scene where you were in it, sorry, you weren't. You were and you were, where the couple had the baby? The
Oh,
retarded
yeah,
couple
yeah,
had the
yeah.
baby. Oh my God,
Wasn't
was
that great? Weren't they wonderful?
And it was so
baby.
It was a
heartbreaking.
big baby.
It was a big baby. It was like a 9-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Pulled out Billy Barty comes out.
Well, you know, they put like the cream cheese, I
Yeah,
guess,
they
the strawberry
put
jam.
strawberry jam.
Oh, they do?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this used to be my
Yes.
favorite
Yeah.
breakfast. Cannot eat it anymore.
I can't imagine. And doesn't it get slippery and slimy?
Yeah, you have your
Well,
gloves
this-
on and you're trying to
Right.
handle this real baby who was only, the baby was only, I don't know, a month
It
old
was
or...
like 3 months, but it was big.
No, we don't
But then the doctor, like we have a real doctor who works on the show, Dr. Joe, and he said, okay, we're going to work with the baby. Everybody be quiet, you know, we have to be really careful. So the baby's covered with jam and cream cheese, and then he comes up to me and he goes, okay, they bring the baby. He goes, don't drop the baby. Don't drop the baby. Don't drop this baby. And I'm,
No pressure,
oh
right?
my God.
You gotta think what parents are saying here. Take my baby, put cream cheese and jelly all over it.
Exactly.
It's a hard thing.
Very hard to watch.
All right, well, you know, we have the 2 newest members of the cast. Trampy one and kind, sort of preppy, cute one. We'll be back to talk with Maria and Alex right after this, so don't go away. All righty, 2 new cast members on ER. I'm happy to welcome them here to our big ER show. Meet Anna. Isn't she a cutie patootie? Yeah, she's now going out with Carter. She's got a grandmother named Fran who's at home who enjoys my program. Doug is sort of angry at her and kind of flirty with her, and I hope that's not foreshadowing for what might come to pass in a few recent episodes, especially since Doug already slept with Carter's ex-girlfriend who left the show to go do a really bad series for Fox. But now, Carter and Anna are in love, and we're hoping they stay together forever. Meet Elizabeth Corday, British. And so refined, or so we thought. First, she tries to hit on Doug, who in a moment of, like, total uncharacter-like behavior decides not to sleep with her. Then she makes a pass at Benton, who looks pretty pleased about it. Look at him smiling. But the way she tried to get Benton was by doing a hard-boiled egg. Right in front of him. Needless to say, Benton enjoyed it. Please welcome Maria Bello and Alex Kingston. Well, how are you 2 new cast members?
So excellent.
Excited?
Nervous?
We thought we were going to like a Led Zeppelin concert or something.
Yeah, you're kind of styling, kind of hip, kind of Spice Girls. It works. So how was your first day? Were you really nervous coming on a hit show like this?
Oh, there was a very warm welcome for me, actually. I had to run, it was when Mark Green got beat up in the bathroom.
Right.
Have to run into the trauma room saying all this horrible medical language, and the entire crew started laughing, and I thought I'd done something horrible. There was stuff tacked to my back. Little medical instruments, little pieces of paper that someone, I don't know who, put there. That was my intro to the show.
That's not nice. I wonder who could have done that, George Clooney. Was it him? Did
I
he
don't
say?
know.
He didn't say.
I don't want to point fingers.
I think it was you. And you played a practical joke, I understand, on Benton, first day.
Yeah, it was a couple of days in. It wasn't deliberate. It was just that I was eating a red vine. We don't have them in England, and I think they taste really nice. And
You don't have red vines in England?
no,
My God, that's obscene.
we just have licorice, and
Yeah.
that's it. But anyway, I was eating this red wine, and Eric asked if he could have some. And so I gave it to him, and I didn't realize it. He had his eyes closed. And so he bit, not just the red wine, but he bit my thumb. It really hurt. And so, and so the next day when I was being made up, I got the makeup artist to bruise up my thumb. And so the whole day I was walking around going to, Eric, look what you've done to my thumb. And he really believed it.
Well, that's good. Now, when you got the gig, were you a little nervous? Because it's like a big show. Would you think this is a lot?
Yeah, really nervous. I didn't know how to prepare for anything like that, except with, I had to do Benton's Baby in the beginning of the year, so I did it with a thing of paper towels. I practiced at home with a garlic press and a sippy straw. So everything I could find in my house to be these medical instruments and babies and people, that's what I sort of practiced.
What did you have to do to Benton's Baby?
I had to intubate it. You know what that means?
You know what? You say that a lot on your show, but I have no clue what that means.
It's my favorite word.
Really?
Intubate.
Intubate.
You put like this little thing down somebody's throat and then a straw so they can breathe, right?
That's what happened. That's what happened when the rapist came in. They had to intubate him.
That's
and
right.
you were
happy.
angry.
You weren't happy about the
that
rapist.
Carter was going to let the guy die. Can I just say something? Let the guy die. Hypocritical. Who cares about that? Horrifying. Now, I hear that you had a little close encounter with one of the cast members before you even started the show.
Yeah, I did. I just arrived in LA, and Maria actually had very kindly rung me up and invited me to lunch. And so we spent this day eating and drinking and getting to know each other. And then I was driving back home, and I have this old Cadillac, and it broke down on Laurel Canyon on this bend. And I was sitting there not knowing what to do, and unbeknownst to me, George drove by. And as he passed, he decided that he should really rescue this damsel. You know, he'd just done Batman and all of that. And so he turned round to come and help me out, and he was arrested by the police.
I wasn't arrested. That was, I got a ticket.
He got a ticket
around.
for doing a U-turn, and but he didn't know who I was, and I didn't know that he was coming to help me. So
But he never showed up after he got the ticket?
No, never showed up.
You drove away?
The hell with her.
So a few days later, we all met on the lot, and there's my car parked in the ER parking lot, and George had no idea what the car was doing there, and then he was told by the other cast members that it belonged to me, and so my first meeting with George was, hi, you owe me $200.
And a big orange old Cadillac, so you've never seen it. You just pull up and I go, there's that damn car.
Actually, George, I just have to say that I've been saving all season, and now that we've been given this NBC bonus,
oh, good.
I can pay you back. Here you go.
Oh! That is $100. All right.
It's pennies no less.
Come on, come here. All right, I'll see you guys later. Jesus.
Well, that's awful nice. You know, if Tom Cruise saw you, even if he got a ticket, he would have come over and driven you.
Tom who?
Tom saves a lot of people. I don't know if you've heard.
I've heard.
He saved people on a boat that were burning. He saves a lot of people. Sorry, just had a little Tommy flash. Some people go through menopause. They have hot flash. Me, just occasional Tom Cruise. Flushes my whole body. Messiest trailer. Who has the messiest trailer of everyone?
George.
George?
Really?
Everyone vote? What do you think?
No, I don't know.
Messiest?
Messiest?
George?
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't.
Actually, I think Tony is the messiest.
Yeah, he's a slob. He gets away with a lot. He's a slob.
You're a slob?
Children run around in it. Children run around in it. And yeah,
Now, I understand that you have pictures of yourself.
Well, I noticed that Eric tends to have these huge, like, blown-up pictures of
Hold on,
himself.
hold on.
Right?
Whoa.
And every time I walk by, I just go, my God, this guy has huge pictures of himself. So here is one of the photos.
Well, you are a cutie. Hey, we'll be back with the cast of ER right after this break, so don't go away, all right? All right.
remember one time I was lying on the operating table and I was supposed to be very emotional. I was crying. And George Clooney was putting surgical jelly on my feet and tape and trying to make me laugh. He was tickling my toes. So to get him back, I made up a sign that said, pinch my butt whenever possible. I am a big fat loser. And as soon as I put it on so discreetly so he wouldn't know. And as soon as I put it on, he knew right away. He turns around, get that thing off my back. So one day, I'm going to get you back, George. So you better watch your back.
She's young.
She's a kid. What does she know?
Got a lot to learn.
Yeah. Well, the audience today knew we had the ER show. A lot of them got out here at 3 in the morning, and because of that, we thought we'd let them ask you some questions. So contestant number 1, say your name, where you're from, and your question, please.
My name is Tika Burns. I'm from Palmdale, California.
Palmdale.
And I have a question for George Clooney.
Okay.
Will you kiss an 8-month pregnant woman?
Well, I haven't before, but... In a month? Good luck. Hey, guys. All right. Now, wait a minute. I didn't touch her.
All right, not every question can be about kissing. Contestant number 2, what's your name and what's your question?
My name's Jimmy Davis, and I'm from here in Los Angeles. My question is for the entire cast. When you guys gonna let Rosie on the show already?
Anybody want to answer?
They're actually writing an episode where it's just you and I.
Really?
Yeah. And an egg.
Me and Benson, what happens to the trampy girl?
Rosie's welcome anytime she comes
Anytime
over.
But you know, I couldn't do it because I watch
welcome.
the show so much and I love it so much that I don't want to be there and see it. I don't even really want to know you guys in real life that much. After the show, I kind of just want you to leave. Don't call me, don't write, because it makes my entire week when I get to watch the show, and I'm obviously sickly addicted to it, so thanks for wanting me on it, but I'm not going to do it. Number 3.
My name is Billy Cox, and I'm from Anaheim, California. I wanted to ask Anthony Edwards what it was like to work with Tom Cruise.
Well,
what a great question. What was it like, Anthony?
Well, like I told Rosie before, people have different experiences, and mine was he actually killed me. So I can't say it was the most beautiful experience.
Noah working.
It was great, obviously.
That's right, and Noah worked with Tom too, right?
Noah worked with Tom.
He interrogated me.
man?
Yeah.
He interrogated me.
And how was that experience for you, Noah?
A lot like Spain.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Did he mention me?
It was before.
Oh, I thought still he would have known of me in some psychic Dionne Warwick kind of way. Next and last person, what do you got for us?
Hi, my name is Katie Morrison. I'm here with my friends from San Francisco, California. And Eric LaSalle, we want to like your character. So we're wondering, Benson, when are you gonna get nice?
Benson? Benson with a T. Benson with a T. Benson was Robert Guillaume. It's Benson. Benson. He's getting nicer ever since his baby was born. But...
Yeah, we've been, for the last few years, just taking the character through different things. I think, he's lightening up. I think once he gets a little close to someone, he'll lighten up.
Get in there and work your magic, would you? Hey, we'll be back and we'll show you some of the crew who make the show possible for you on Must See TV. We'll be back right after that. And Earth, Wind, and Fire. Don't miss it. And tonight, Watch ER as you do every Thursday night. A special little Dr. Mark Green shows on this evening. Don't miss it. The cast, thank you so much. The crew, they work so hard to bring that show to you every week. Here they are, the crew of ER. Come on out!
Dean Goss.
And Aaron Garrett from Oldies 99.7 KFRC.
You could win a trip to a live taping of Rosie. Remember today's Oldies song title.
And listen to the KFRC Morning Show tomorrow at 7:10 for your chance to win.
From Oldies 99.7 KFRC.
For the cast and crew of the Rosie O'Donnell Show in Los Angeles are provided by the Chevy Venture minivan. Travel provided by American Airlines, together with American Eagle, serving over 260 destinations in 45 countries worldwide. American Airlines.